Hello, this is a new poem and I'm back in my regular studio with a real camera. This poem is called Atom Bombs Are Not Much Fun. Atom bombs are not much fun when they obliterate everyone. They don't all fall and hit the ground the same. Some explode in the atmosphere, radiation, heat and light, a blast wave, then the fallout, horrific death by any name. Some will die in the initial blast before a whole minute has passed. Some others will try to get away. But a funnel of dust and cloud of radioactive particles in a plume will follow them through the day. Dispersed by wind, as modelled by a computer geek, presented in peer-reviewed scientific articles. With just a few lungfuls, enough to seal the deal, and cloud shine and ground shine will add their contribution to an unseen dose that invisibly maims and kills the good, the bad, the young, the old in horror and confusion. Britain has them, China too, Russia, the US and France. South Africa had them, Israel has, India, Pakistan, and there's a chance that North Korea and Iran are on the brink, so the experts think. Fission bombs, fusion bombs, a technological lark, when all the world is your potential foe. When they launch them all, there'll be no one to weep. The military in the dark, more sinned against than sinning. After the first and second strike, there'll be nowhere to go. Nowhere to eat, no place to sleep, no place to raise your kids, and no waking up to a glorious new beginning. But when asked if they will give some up, the nations answer carefully. Why wobble or hobble the reliable old war horses? Advantage on a global stage isn't tampered with light-heartedly. Everything's connected according to reliable sources. In a web of quasi-stability, why give up nuclear WMD when a neighbour has chemicals in their forces? It's I will if you will, that's the name of the game. But no one, bar South Africa, goes alone. The treaty banning nuclear tests, that has been a great success, and Sami people no longer eat radioactive flesh, but not much disarmament has happened during my life. The superpowers can still destroy the world a few times over. And the United Nations is, it seems by now, a toothless crone, and threshold nuclear states are all in clover. When treaties are torn up and inspectors catapulted, ebbing respect for the non-proliferation treaty has resulted. The justice of human relations is stretched upon the rack in playground, in Senate, debate in chamber and court, while power in politics that requires a military currency feeds itself on corpses, human complicity bought. And not one of those people, father, son or mother, expended will ever be coming back. As long as our populations are willing still to lend the power of the multitude to an elite, governments rule in our name, but do what they want to just the same, and go to war on 1,000 marching feet. Still, ultimately we must all decide before we vote if a stranger is an enemy or a friend. But war, it has been said, can be imagined as a bayonet with a working class man or woman on each end.